how are we today? We are back in the greenhouse. I am Samantha, if we haven't met already, aka Sam. I am your crazy plant lady in Melbourne. I'm hoping that today's video will be a short, concise, easy peasy one for you guys. So today I will be showing you the way that I control and manage my pest situation. No matter where you are on your plant journey, you will always experience pests. They're pretty much inevitable. They are literally my least favorite thing about plants, but over the years I have found a technique. The awesome thing about it is that it is child friendly, it is all natural, and it definitely will not harm your plants. So this video is pretty much about any pest, but in particular I'm going to show you tips for the worst, the most annoying, the most persistent pest of them all, spider mites. I got this technique off Mycleanleaves. I will link her original video down below, but I've done a little bit of my own spin on it. So using this technique, I have gotten rid of spider mites several times, as well as things like aphids, mealy bugs, and what else have I had? I think that's it. But please keep in mind, I am no horticulturalist. This is what I just do and it works for me. So this is what you'll need. Spray bottle. My favorite weapon, a makeup brush. Neem oil, some pure castile soap, which is the Dr. Bronner's 18-in-1 hemp baby unscented soap. And I tend to get the one that is for babies and unscented because I think that it is a lot more gentler. If it's gentle on humans, I'm sure it's gentle on the plants. A dash of peppermint oil. So I use this method as a preventative as well as to get rid of some. I will do this spray, I would say at least once a month to make sure that my pests are under control. If I'm ever watering my plants and I see devil pests, I normally will whip this out again and spray the goddamn thing so much, which I will show in a demonstration a little bit later on. So let's get this started. This is already got water in it. So I believe there is half a liter in here. Yep, so there's 500 mils just in this bottle. So I don't technically use a specific measurements. I kind of just eyeball it, but for the sake of making it easy for you guys, I will give you some sort of measurements. I have some neem oil in here. So this one is by the Plant Runner Neem Oil, and this is the organic leaf shine and pest repellent. So I've actually already gone through this and I loved this product. It is a little bit more expensive, but I have a feeling it's because it's not really pure neem oil. It's got other things in it as well, but I really like the bottle. She's sexy. If you guys are in Victoria or you're in Melbourne, I would recommend buying from this shop right here, and it's called Aroma. I believe they're in like either Fitzroy or Collingwood. This is the most cost-effective neem oil I've seen on the market. Aroma is actually just like a huge essential oil company, and they do these 1 liter in bulk, and I believe it's like $30. I'll have to check how much exactly. I'll probably put it down below. If you guys are looking for neem oil and you want to get the bang for your buck, I highly recommend ordering from Aroma. So I normally just squirt a few pumps of that. You can be very generous with neem oil because even if it was pure neem oil, the plant would not mind. Next, I will use the soap, and again, you can be very generous with the soap. The more soapy, the better, because I believe the soap is what actually gets rid of the outer membranes of the pests. This is my favorite. I freaking love all oils. Peppermint is particularly good for a pest repellent, whether it's any of the insects. I know that my sister is allergic to mosquitoes. She uses more of like a natural pest repellent. While we were overseas having a very amazing tropical holiday, she would use that and it would smell beautiful of peppermint because it is one of those natural things that some pests are quite sensitive to and don't like it. For me, the only reason really that I add peppermint is just because I don't like the smell of neem oil, so I overpower it with the peppermint. So I'm going to use 2 drops of that. That's pretty potent. And then we shake it all up like a Polaroid picture. Shake it, shake it. So I have a few tips as well. So one of them being that if you can get a spray bottle with a nozzle that is quite aggressive. So not one that sprays like this. So one that you can manually change it to this. That is literally going all the way to the opposite side of my greenhouse. Particularly for spider mites because you want to disrupt the little colonies that they have on the leaf. Now you're probably wondering, Sam, why the heck do you have a makeup brush? Let's get to the demo. Oh, hi there. I wanted to do this outside the greenhouse because one thing that I would recommend is that if you do find pests from your collection is that you isolate that plant that has been infested. So this one right here is my beautiful philodendron palmanii. She has had a rough ride with spider mites, but I have been treating her for about like a month now, and it's about time that I redo the process with this beautiful thing again. One thing that I do get asked a lot is, how do I know that I have spider mites? It's hard for me to show you just here because this plant currently does not have spider mites, but you'd be looking for like little white webs, as well as if you look on the plant, especially in like the little crevices, you have like little dots and little colonies of like white dots. And these white dots can also be like red dots. So I believe that there are various types of spider mites, ones that I see that are white and some of them that are two spotted and they kind of look red. So those are the things that you want to look for, as well as in the petioles. They love to hide in just like that little part just there. We've got our spray bottle just here, and so what I do is I spray the leaves super duper aggressively at the front and at the back, and then I'll show you what I do with this guy. Front. I'm pretty much drenching the plant as we speak. Just gonna do the back. When you're doing this, do not wear nice clothes. Just wear your shitty old clothes because neem oil stinks. Additionally, loving to get the little spots that they love to hide in, which is between the petiole and the leaf, crevices, and on the backside. The one thing I really love about neem oil is that it also gives the plant a very beautiful shine. Now I'm going to grab my makeup brush, and what is going to happen is I'm going to start from the very base of the leaf where the petiole and the leaf meet, and I'm just going to give it a good rubby-dub-dub there. And what I find with the huge key factor of all of this and getting rid of the spider mite is this brush. When you just use a spray bottle, I find this method doesn't work as well. Like in Rachel and Casey's video, is that it is so it's not too soft of a brush, it's actually a little bit rough, and you want to just go in the direction of the leaf. We're literally just swiping away all of those spider mites. Really making sure that you get in the crevices as well. So I'm going in the direction of the leaf, especially in the crevices. Literally that's all she wrote. So I normally let this guy air dry for it to completely dry, depending on the level or degree of infestation. So if it was really bad, I would be doing this once every 3 days. If it's not too bad, maybe once a week, and I would do it until you noticeably realize that there are no more spider mites. This is one of the biggest tips. Don't stop too early, because there is so many times where I do this treatment and then I think to myself, oh, this plant's all good, and then next minute they're back. Spider mites are super persistent, which means that you have to be super persistent as well. This is probably like my third application, and it's been about 3 weeks now. So hopefully I will finish up this one and probably have one more to go, because I don't see any spider mites anymore. I might give it one more treatment and then it should be good. Another thing is that once you finish treating your plant is to give this a massive thorough wash, because if you don't and spider mites are in there, the next time you use it on your plant, it's still gonna have spider mites. I also have another plant that has aphids, so I'm gonna show you what I do for that while this one dries off. So this is Mycleanleaves orbifolia. I just spray it. So this might take me a while. There's a lot of leaves here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one has thrips actually, because if you look on the leaf, you can see some like brownie damage, if I can find any, like that. There they are. Ya mongrels, you're ready to fight thrips. I love the aggressiveness of this, because they literally, as soon as I spray those aphids, they are gone. Yeah, you can see a lot of damage just there. Okay, I think she's done. She's so huge. I should show you guys like the biggest leaf. She's as big as my face. So I'm gonna let this guy dry off. I'm going to wash this super thoroughly, and that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this method gets rid of your pests, or at least controls them. And I also want you guys to know is that if you are experiencing pests, that it can be totally overwhelming. I know that when I had my first infestation, I was freaking out thinking that my collection would absolutely disintegrate. But I promise you that with this method and with a little bit of persistence, that you can get rid of them and that you can bring it to a very manageable amount. Let me know how you go in the comments below, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye guys! Mwah!